Well, welcome to the Undiagnosed Podcast. You made it, guys. You're here. This is episode 21. From listeners that have been listening for a while, you're like, I thought this is episode 22. Not counting the last one as an episode because a special moment there. I'm just sharing with y'all some stuff about the baptism there. But this is episode 21 of the Undiagnosed Podcast. I am Steve Clifton. He is I is him. How are y'all doing? I'm down here in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? Why do they always say that? I did think that when I opened my energy bill last month. Anyways, for you guys who have never listened to the podcast, this is your first time listening to my podcast. What happened? How did you end up here? Anyways, it's a show about nothing and everything at the same time. It's probably stolen from somebody else, but I'll work with it until I get sued or canceled. Anyways, little show rundown for you guys today here on Monday, May 23rd, 2022 in the year of the Lord. The year's already halfway gone already? How's the year already halfway gone? Does anybody just feel like it's still 2020 and like these all 3 years are just lumped together and I don't know. For you guys, this is your first time listening. I'm a struggling comedian that used to do stand-up that now is too lazy to go to mics. You know, I got a job. I got a full-time job. I'm tired. I'm old. Anyways, so I do this to get the outlet. That, and also I probably need therapy of some kind. I think we all do. And the two ways I get my therapy is the Bible and doing this podcast. Because I'm going to talk to myself anyways. I might as well talk to y'all. So thanks for the free therapy session. I didn't see that on my insurance, but it should be. Anyways, you can hit me up at, see, how can you get a hold of me? You can get a hold of me at steveclifton7808@gmail.com. You can find me on YouTube and Spotify, the Undiagnosed Podcast. You can get me on Twitter, Undiagnosed Podcast. I'm on Instagram. I never check it. You can get me on the TikTok, Steve_Clifton. Please add me on there because I want to load. On TikTok, you got to have so many views or listens to go, to go live on there. And I don't have enough yet, so I'm working on that. On the TikTok, if you can, there, Steve_Clifton. I love TikTok. People are like, oh, you're a grown man. You're on TikTok. TikTok is great if you don't make it about what everybody thinks it's about. Oh, it's supposed to be about. Every time I'm on TikTok, it's like girls dancing, and that's because that's what you're liking and you're looking at. Mine doesn't have all that. I mean, it does. I just hit skip. Anyways, anybody else argue with themselves? I think I argue. I got a conscience that I argue with. For a couple of reasons. One reason, I grew up in the '80s with nothing, so I used to sit in a room and talk to myself, which is what I'm doing now, and I don't know. I think my whenever I hear my like little conscience talking to me, it's usually in one of 3 or 4 voices. It's either going to be Bill Burr talking to me or Gaffigan. Why would you warm the microwave up? Or I don't know, Robin Williams. Go Google Robin Williams and watch some of his old videos. Tell me you don't talk to yourself. Anyways, by the way, shout out, not really shout out, but one of my new favorite comedians that I've been watching. Guys, I do want to do stand-up again. But it's different now because like before, the first time I did it, was when I first started, and I was the low-hanging fruit. I did all the horrible, jokes and dirty jokes and talked about this and that and this and that stuff the first time, which is what every comedian does when you first start, the low-hanging fruit. And this time I want to do some clean stuff because to me, if you can master clean, you can do anything, and you could, anyways. So yeah, Robin Watch Nate Baghetti. Nate Baghetti. I don't know. The Tennessee kid. It's great. So funny. He's clean. Doesn't cuss. It's a funny guy. Been watching a lot of his stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna be a little long-winded today. I ain't seen y'all like in 3 weeks. I ain't done this podcast in like 3 weeks. It's probably why I've been grumpy. I ain't had therapy. You know, I ain't in my therapy, so I'm getting my therapy. Anyways, this little show rundown. We're gonna start off with the usual "What's good in your hood." Then we're gonna work our way over to "What's on your mind." You know. Then I'm gonna debut a new segment called "How Fat I Am." How fat I am. And then we're gonna go to an old classic, "Get Off My Lawn." And then in the last segment, I'm gonna tell you a baseball story. You know, I think on some of these segments, I'm gonna start telling stories. One, so I can get them out of my conscience, and two, that way you know what's going on in this crazy brain up here. So I'm gonna tell y'all some stories at the end of the show from now on. You know, look at my look, guys. Look at my production crew, which is me. Got me a sign. It says the Undiagnosed Podcast, Clifford Comedy Productions. That is me. Clifford. It's not LLC'd or TM'd. I'm balling on a budget here. Anyways, what we got going on? So let's go. We're gonna start off the show here with the first segment. What's good in your hood? This is a little, guys. I'm rough around the edges. If you ain't figured that out, if you know me, if you're my friend or you've met me and we've hung out, you know me. You know 3 or 4 things about me. One, I'm a Christian. 2, and I'm a little rough around the edges. Okay, deal with it. Anyways, what's good in your hood? What did you do this week? What you got going on? Y'all got graduation? I see a lot of people on the Facebook with going to the graduations. You know, it makes me feel old because I see everybody else's kids graduating that I was just, you know, it's kind of sad. And I guess kind of good on how you look at it. You see people's kids grow up just on Facebook now, not in real life, because who visits people? It's not like we have like these vehicles where we can like drive to someone's car or house or something. You notice on life, guys, the older you get, the closest friends are the people that are within the same 10 miles of you. Sad, isn't it? Gas is $4.19 a gallon. Anyways, what's good in your head? I guess we can start off with some Mavs talk. Yeah, everybody just turn off. Got to talk about the Dallas Mavericks. That's been like dominating my sleeping habits for the past 2-3 weeks. All these late starts. They got past that first series there of who was they playing? Phoenix Suns, where every home team won in a blowout. It's like, whoa, one team. What team is going to show up tonight? And then, like, luckily, in that last game, the good Mavericks showed up on the road, and we won that one. They didn't even close. We blew them out. That series actually was kind of no close games. It was kind of boring. It was either one team blowing each other out. So now we're on to the Western Conference Finals. If I'd have told you the first of the year, first off, let me look my Mavs history. You know, growing up, watched a lot of Maverick games. Rolando Blackman, you know, all the '80s guys. I think I met him one time at a McDonald's. How many times has that been said? I think I met him at a McDonald's. By the way, how many people has dropped off their kids to the other spouse? Can you just meet us at the corner of the McDonald's? 1,000 times. Flashbacks. Anyways, Mavs talk for yeah. So, you know, and then of course, you know, the great run 11 championship, went to the parade. I love the Mavs. But over the past 3 years, I haven't watched a lot of them because the whole in my town here in Dallas, you know, the station they're on going through the battle with the other rich people at the other network, and can't. So I haven't watched a lot of Maverick games the last couple of years. But then I got someone's password logged on there and kind of watched them towards the end of the year here, and they're in the Western Conference Finals. I would have never thought that. If I told you at the beginning of the year they'd be there, you'd have said nope. You'd have taken it, but it's over now. 3 games in, and they can't handle. They can't. It's like nobody can cover Luka. He has storyline the whole year. Nobody can cover Luka. If the Mavs other players are hot, we win. If they don't, we lose. And then you're going up against Curry, who's dumb at basketball. Honestly, dude, if you blindfolded Curry and put him out there, he's still going to score 20, dude. The dude's so good. Klay Thompson with that hair. So athletic, looks good. Draymond Green gets on my nerves, but I would love to have him on my team, as passionate as he is, but he's a little too much for me, though. Anyways, yeah, too much. There's no way we're going to win 4 in a row. I have faith, trust me, and I would be awesome if they did, but against that team, hello, we play to win the game. Anyways, so that's Mavs talk. At least we got there, Western Conference Finals all the way, I mean, at least as long as we win one of these games, but I don't see us winning 4 straight. Not something crazy happens. After that, I don't really even care about it, because it's like, Then the finals are on ABC, which I don't have on my Sling package, but luckily I do have a password for that as well. I love these friends with passwords and all their rich accounts they have, and so many different passwords that I can borrow. All right, moving along here. What else we got going on here? Have you guys seen the show The Chosen? I know some of you guys probably saw that on Facebook about a year and a half ago. It was a big time push on their ads for that on The Chosen. And if you guys that don't know what The Chosen is, it's a show about Jesus and the disciples, and the stuff they did. You're like, "Gal, thanks, Steve. That helps." I know I'm on my 2nd year as a Christian here, but anyways, it's awesome. It's a great show. I don't know if any of y'all seen the Bible story on the History Channel. That one's great. There was another one called The Life of Jesus that might have been on the History Channel. That one was also great. This one blows off. This one, The Chosen, blows them out. The Chosen is so good. The reason why I think I like it is because it's a multi. There's supposed to be 7 seasons. They're shooting for a series of just the life of Jesus, and it starts out. Spoiler alert if y'all haven't seen it. Spoiler alert. It starts out. I mean, if you should know the story, right? Even if you're not a Christian, about. Do you Easter, bro? Do you Christmas? So it's about his life and his, whenever just meeting every disciple, how he met every single one of them, and stuff he taught them. And obviously these are guys that wrote the Bible, so you see them writing a lot, and it's just so well done, and it looks like that time, and it feels like the time, and the music is great, which is a big key for me, guys. The music is. Sorry, I got lost in my little background here. I'm loving my setup though. Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. The things people say. Rome wasn't built in a day. Taco Bell, they can build Taco Bell in 4 days. So how many times? Things people say. I heard another one of those things people can say today. I got socks older than that. You got socks older than that? I'm 43 years old, dude. Those socks are nasty, bro. Anyways, The Chosen. Sorry, that's what I do. The Chosen. It's that conscience talking. The Chosen is great. Music is great. Storylines are great. Now, for you guys who hadn't seen it, it's based upon the Bible, but it tells you this up front. Hey, this is Bible stories, but there are some that might add or exaggerate, not really exaggerate, just do something a little different with a story, but it's the same meaning. So good. There's tear-jerking moments. There's like adventurous moments, and there's comedy in there. That's one of the things that's I like. It's not like a joke series. Come on now, but every once in a while, somebody will joke, and you're like, "Whoa, they did have a sense of humor back then." I think they did. I honestly do think they did. I think that God, Jesus, everybody has a little bit of sense of humor. You have to have some kind of bend or some kind of like, as long as it's not disrespectful. Anyways, they do a really good job of it. So just a good show. Check out The Chosen. It's free. You can watch it on your phone. If you get a smart TV, you can download it. It's got behind the scenes episodes. They break down every episode. Like there's a show, then there's like the guy who made it. His name's Dallas Jenkins, and he's sitting there with some Bible scholars and it's somebody that's going to question it. It's and then they break it every episode down. It's so good. Fall in love with the disciples. The actor playing Matthew is, I was going to say killing it. That's not a good one. He's doing really well. It just the guy that plays Jesus is awesome. Which could you imagine going for an audition? Yeah, I'm auditioning for the role of Jesus. Well, good luck with that. Anyways, but he once again is killing it. That's not a pun, not a pun. But anyway, and even what's great with that, even Jesus in the show kind of like tells them, hey, like he did, he says, hey, I'm gonna die. And there's a couple, they just do such good it's so good. I can't watch enough of it. I was my wife and my daughter are watching it at youth at our church, and I was, looking for a new show to watch. And I'm a Jesus junkie. Anything about him or anything about that time, I like to know about or like read about here recently because I spent 42 years not knowing, and I do know now. So I was watching it with them so we could talk about it. Now I've already watched both seasons. I might start over again. It's good. Watch The Chosen, guys. Angel Studios app. What else is going on with me? This is gonna be a long show, long-winded. I'm sorry. Number 3. See what I got my notes here. I ain't seen you guys in a while. I need to talk all my emotions out and all the stuff I got in my head so I can move on to the next thing. That was one thing that was kind of hard about me doing comedy, and maybe when I start doing it again, which I've already written some jokes. I think I got it about 5 minutes set. Just waiting for the just like the friends that are close. I'm trying to find a mic that's close because I'm not trying to go to a mic and stay out there till 1 a.m. and be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I found one that's close, but right now they're doing a competition and I didn't enter that. So, but anyways, I did get offered a promotion at work, kinda. It's kind of one of them weird things like, hey, this lady that's a manager is quitting. We're not offering it to you, but would you be interested? I don't want to hire somebody else. I'm like, I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me think about it a couple of days, and because I'm an overthinker. You guys who know me or listen to this show, the Undiagnosed podcast. Yeah, it could be the Overthinker podcast, but that was already taken. So I thought about it, and it's like, man, it's kind of nice going to work and not being the boss, just showing up. Just showing up and being like, hey, I'm here. What do you want me to do? Now what you want me to do? Now what you want me to do? And not having no responsibility writing anybody's evals. There's a glare bad on the podcast thing. I'm sorry, my budget's like nothing. Not going to work, not worried about this, not worried about that. But I got a teenage daughter, and this gas is $4.19, and milk a gallon of milk is $3. Can you believe a gallon of milk is $3.75 now? I used to buy a gallon of milk for $1.25. I don't know what accent that is. Anyways, yeah, I hear all that, and I'm working in a grocery store all the time. Oh man, these prices, dude! I'm sitting at the register scanning your milk and your toothbrush. Do you think this guy here fixes the prices, bro? Okay, I work at a grocery store. You think I'm killing it? I'm not making fun of myself. I'm just humble. I don't sit there. I don't. You think I want get eggs to be 254? I don't know. You know, a bit that's probably been done 100 times. Why is there 7 different eggs? There's cage free, non-cage free, organic. Man, ain't an egg. Anyways, moving along here. Yeah, so I told him I'm interested. Whether I'm going to get it or not, I don't know. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I have to close the store, which I always have to work till 10, which is fine because I don't like getting up early. So, anyways, see what else is on the notes here. Oh, one more thing here, then we'll move on to the next segment. Anybody do Bible studies online? We do our Bible study. We do our men's group online. We used to do it in person before the COVID. We used to do it in person before the COVID, and then we got back together. But these men, especially, are hard to commit to stuff. Is that surprising you? And so we do it on Zoom now, and we get a better attendance rate that easy because it's easier to get on the laptop with no shorts on. I'm just kidding. Please wear shorts. It's an old bit too. Anyways, it's easier to get on, on any kind of call and on there. So we do our men's group Bible study on Zoom, which is kind of weird, but at least you're doing it. At least you're talking about the word and stuff. So it's turned out to be good because it's just different, because like people are praying and you're like looking up, like everybody looking at you, and like the other person's looking up and you're looking. Oh no, supposed to be praying. It's a lot of weird stuff like that goes on. But and then people talking, someone else is talking, and then anyways, it's always kind of awkward because at the end of it always has like a countdown to like when the call's gonna end. So every week I'm like, oh, he's not gonna make it to the prayer. He's not gonna make it to the prayer. And there was one time he was in the middle of the prayer. It's like 2 minutes. Like you're looking up, he's still talking. 30 seconds is like, oh, is he gonna make it? He's not gonna make it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and then cut off. And it's like, it's so awkward because he wasn't done praying. And you're like, I didn't get to say amen. And like literally like 2 seconds later, the text message group they're all in is like, amen, 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 amen. It's like crazy. Jesus knew, obviously, and God knows because they know everything. But did you think, you wouldn't think that 2,000 years ago, whenever Jesus was preaching to, 10,000 on it, one day people will preach over this thing called the internet if they have the Wi-Fi password. Anyways, it's just that's just so neat to me. So, anyways, all right, let's move along. So, moving on to this next segment. This next segment is called "What's on Your Mind." This is just, guys. This is just like random thoughts, stuff that just comes up to my head, and I'm like, "What?" And something that or something I see. So, Johnny Depp trial. Has anybody been watching this or following this? Why? Just kidding. I ain't judging. I haven't watched it, but I have followed it, just through people sending memes to people sending memes. Really, get out of here, fly. Sorry, y'all. Fly. It's just flying around my go away. In the middle of a podcast. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could talk, flies could talk back to like, well, I don't care what podcast you're doing. Change your sign. The glare is really I can see the glare on your head. Anyways, Johnny Depp trial. I just I've seen it on SNL skits, and that's how we learn the news unit. So I mean, people's lives are on trial now. Like OJ's fault. OJ's the first one who did it, or did he do it, or I don't know. You judge. Anyways, now we got to cover everything. What's next? And now we're covering their divorces, and that's going to be on TV. We're gonna start covering like their kids' bar mitzvahs, and I don't know. Chris Rock's daughter's 16th birthday going to be online next. I mean, like, no wonder Johnny Depp owns his own island and tried to leave. Anyways, it's kind of weird. Uh, Speaking of weird, moving this segment right around. People get weird when you compliment them. Now, which is kind of understandable. But I'm old school, guys. You know me, and Mr. Compliment guy, Mr. A lot of things, guys, and I don't know. I'm Mr. T-shirt guy as well. I love reading people's shirts. I love graphic tees. I love going to Five Below and looking at all the different T-shirts they made up. But whenever I go to Walmart, I go over there and look at all the different T-shirts that I could never have when I was a little kid. This is therapy, right? And they make T-shirts from everything now. You know, Golden Girls to Tupac to you've seen them, Nirvana. So whenever I'm at work and I'm at the register and somebody walks up, you know, I hate small generic talk that everybody uses. Hey, how you doing? Did you find everything? Yeah. So I try to talk to them about something different. So when you look at their shirt, it's just something easy. You know, they picked it out. That shirt has a meaning to them, you know. So whenever I see people, oh, I love that shirt, they're always like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, it's cool. It's got a picture of Stevie Ray. Do you even know who Stevie Ray Vaughan is? And sometimes I'll ask these young ones, do you know who that is on your shirt? Oh, yes, Nirvana. Oh, okay. You know that's Dave Grohl right there, right? Who's Dave Grohl? The lead singer of Foo Fighters. It is? Dude, I know I talk a lot about my past, but man, I had a red shirt, an orange shirt, another orange shirt that wasn't as orange, and another red shirt that wasn't as red. I didn't have no graphic tees and logos or all that fancy stuff you guys had. If it wasn't $4.99 a package at Walmart, anyways. I love people with shirts, man. I like that's easy to identify them with. You know, especially the Christian shirts. Hey, I like that shirt. You know, it's a good verse. Or have you seen The Chosen? You know, people get weird though. So you gotta. That's why I just stick to shirts. I can't be like, hey, your hair looks nice. You know, who says that anymore? That's so 70s and 80s. That dress looks nice on you. Don't no, you can't. So shirt is the limit. I don't know. Maybe a necklace. Oh, that's a cool necklace. Something like that. Something instead of, did you find everything okay? These pistachios look great. You know, ugh, I hate small talk. Anyways, people get weird when you compliment them. Graphic tees. Look, I got a tee. Look, I got a Captain America shirt, which is from one of those Marvel or whatever you are gonna hate on me for not watching. I just got it for work shirt one day. Anyways, moving along, isn't it weird how in this country and us Americans we like have pave everybody to help us protect our identity? This is not a commercial. We got people pay for Credit Karma. People are overprotected about their mail and their email, and you can't put a social security card and and everybody's so overprotected about their credit card accounts until what? Till you're hungry and you order Chinese food and a 14-year-old boy answers. Credit card number 4738. You just give it to them. You didn't care about that. Why? I'm not giving my credit card number to anybody. I don't know you, but if you got crab ragoon, I'm in. That's your credit line. That's where you draw your credit line is the egg rolls, the chicken fried rice. It all sounds good. I see why now. We're gonna power through these as I'm talking too much now. Do you think dogs? Do you think like dogs are like humans and like the old dogs, which dogs don't live as long as us do, but just for this, just pay attention and help me. Dogs like old dogs talk crap about like younger dogs, like back in my day. Like think of like a dog from like 1984 was still alive right now. He would be so hating on all. What? You get to go to the grocery store? Let me guess. You go in there and get to pick your own dog food. What are they gonna do? Your nails while you're in there? Come on, bro. Really? Oh, that's exactly what they're. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Hmm. Wait a minute. Your owner's picking up your dog. Look at this. The owner's picking up his own poop. Really? You don't just bury it like we did back in the day. You pick it. Wait a minute. You get to sleep inside with pajamas? Got tied to a tree. I was let in on like a birthday party, maybe if it held. Yeah, I think dogs do, dude. If there was a dog that was alive in '84, which first off would be the oldest dog ever, but secondly would be like, yeah, you would be hating on these dogs. Dude, people bring dogs to the grocery store like it's nothing now. It used to be the only dogs were allowed in the store was, what do you call it? Like the dogs for like the blind, helper dogs for like if you have like a disease or whatever. Now all dogs allowed, dude. No one, they don't say nothing about any dog. You bring any dog you want in there. Dogs do whatever. It's like, wow, these dogs. I mean, pretty soon we're gonna be. I don't know. You mean to telling me your owner takes you and puts you in the car and takes you to someplace called Starbucks, gets you a puppy drink? Anyway, moving along here. These kids these days, we'll get into that here a little bit. Is anybody ever I had this one of my Facebook friends try to call me on Facebook, which is awkward now. First off, there is no this day and age with all the way there is to communicate, there is no reason for a grown man to call another grown man unexpectedly past 8, 9. Why are you calling me? Ignore. Call me again. Ignore. Send them a message because that's what people do now. Hey, you okay? What channel is Maverick game on? That's why you were calling another grown man? Do you even have the internet, bro? I mean, obviously you have the internet. You're texting me. That's what you should. That's what you're thinking. Nah. Like for instance, like I have hardcore uncles. Hardcore uncles. I'm not gonna call my uncle and be like, if I was to call my uncle right now, first off, he's not gonna answer. And if he did, he'd be like, "What do you want?" Hey, uncle. Yeah, make this quick. I just called to see what you're doing. Why? I gotta go. So I mean, hardcore. Is there such thing as hardcore uncles anymore? That's why these kids are so soft. There's no hardcore uncles. I can't. If I ever have niece, hopefully nephews. Niece is different. Nephews, boys. I'm gonna be hardcore on them. Like dude, my uncle. You don't know how to ride a bike? Get on one. Fall. You quit busting your arm up. You'll learn how to ride a bike. You don't know how to swim? Kick you in the pool. You'll learn how to swim. You don't drown. Hardcore uncles, man, taught you the lessons the hardcore way. Take money from you, rip it in half, watch you cry, and then give you an adult, hardcore uncles. You don't see them every once in a while, and then when you do see them, hey, you mow my yard, hardcore. I want to be a hardcore uncle. The only thing is these kids got the internet and phones and Fox 4 News and stuff now. So I have to be hardcore, just like not as hardcore, like when they come over, just turn the Wi-Fi off. What happened? Buy them kids meals when they're like 16. Kids meal, that's all you're gonna get me? Better enjoy it. No Wi-Fi either tonight. No Netflix. I don't have a password. Yeah, I want to be a hardcore uncle, but you can't do it now. That's why there's no hardcore uncles anymore, because you get turned in. Back in those days, an uncle could knock the out of you and it just happened. Luckily, I was a good kid, never happened, but I did see it live. Anyways, going to the next thing here. There's a man. This is a serious topic though. There's a formula shortage. I don't know how. Well, you just Google it and it'll tell you why. I'm sure it's something to do. It's at the border, can't get here. Why do we That's weird. Like a formula, like sounds like something, Then I started thinking about it. What did they do like in 1321? They didn't have CVS to go get. What did they do? They made it. So I mean, Google it. Not making fun of it. It is a serious subject. Had a customer come to my store looking for it, and like we didn't have it. Like that's the fifth store I went to. It's like, man, it's sad. I couldn't imagine if I was going through that, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. They got to figure that out. That's a problem. There's probably some lady that lives in Florida that's sitting on like 9,000 cases in her garage though to sell them on the Facebook black market for $38. Meet me in the parking lot of Walmart. My conscience is talking to me again, saying, move to the next subject. That would be Robin Williams. Weightlifting videos or people breaking their legs. Has anybody seen this either on a social media or someone sends you a video of someone breaking a leg on a bicycle or doing a backflip on a keyboard, something, and breaking their leg or their arm, or the worst ones are when people are doing weightlifting, their legs. Oh, my brother found out I hate this, so he sends me them all the time, and I can't watch them. Oh, I have to turn my head, just listen. First off, I broke a knee, an arm, a leg, and a shoulder, a collar. But I mean, that's probably why. It's just, I can't want the snap and, you're not supposed to do that. Don't look at that. How do you enjoy that? Remember that show? There used to be a show on MTV. Was it called Broken or something? They used to show that for Rob Dyrdek. Anyways, I can't stand those videos. I don't know why it's been on my mind. What else on my mind? Two more things here. Nap talk, dude. I'm 43 years old now. Therapist. And when I was in my 30s, naps were great, dude. I love naps. I'm gonna take a nap when I get home. Now in my 40s, all a nap does is just make me mad. Sleep for an hour. Feel homeless. Where am I? What did I do? Where am I? Oh wait, just make you mad now because it's not enough. I took a 3-hour nap the other day. 3-hour nap, and it was like I woke up mad, just like, oh, I should have never done that. I should have just stayed asleep. Nah, I don't know. I gotta find. I guess the only nap appropriate now. I guess it's just like your sleeping habits. You got to figure out how many hours of sleep you need a night to make it the next day and be a human. Mine's about 7. 8's bonus. 6 is mine's about 7. So I need to figure out my nap ratio. I guess I need to do some research on that. 3 hours is too long. I guess I'll do the next subject. I'll do 30 minutes and see how it is. Maybe I'll do that today. And the last thing I got here on my notes for what's on your mind is, dude, I'm so gangsta that I went to sleep last night without charging my phone. That was at 21. I'm like, live a little. All right, moving on to the next segment here. Stupid. I debut a new segment here. It's called How Fat I Am. How fat I am. How fat are you? So obviously I love food. Is that a food? And I don't know. It's just I need to stop eating certain things and start probably exercise better. But I'm kind of lazy and I work a lot. So, anyways, I just some things I just was thinking. I was thinking about this the other day, dude. This is how fat I am. I watch a show called on the History Channel called The Food That Built America. It's about different inventors of food and like how it came to about. And they got every episode. I was watching the episode about the Reese's peanut butter cups. And there's this guy named Pete. I think it's Pete Reese. I don't know. Don't quote me on his name. His last name is Reese's, obviously. And he was the guy that invented Reese's, and he did it in his kitchen. I think he worked for Hershey. He got fired, and so he just, with some of their chocolate he had left over, made it in his kitchen. And the first time he made one, and he was like looking at it, and and then he took the first bite. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I cried. I did, dude. He was the first one ever to eat it. He created a Reese's. That was the first time in history that's happened. And I'm so fat I cried whenever he ate the Reese's for the first time, dude. That ain't fair. That's probably why I was crying. I was crying. I don't know if I was crying because I thought it wasn't fair. I was a me or what my life would be if he never made them. No, I'm just kidding. I cried. That's how fat I am, dude. The same thing kind of emotion happened with the Taco Bell episode whenever Mr. Bell there made the taco for the first time. He had a burger stand and he's like, I want to do something different. So he just basically put lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and created the white people taco night. Y'all seen that video. Google it. He was a creator of that. He made the taco like a burger, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, regular, no spices, and same kind of emotion went. So yeah, that's how fat I am. Dude, this is how fat I'm so fat. Dude, I'm so fat that when I watched that Food Network show Chopped. If you guys have not seen Chopped, basically it's the Food Network and it's a show on there where it's a competition and it starts out with 4 chefs and they make in this basket, they give them a random basket with like random things that don't match and they have to make an appetizer and then they get judged and then someone gets chopped off the show and then they have this dramatic scene where they have like the plate laying there that's going to be gone of the person getting eliminated and they open the top of it and you look at it, you're like, oh, they got chopped. I'm so fat, dude. The first thing I don't think of is that person. The first thing I think of is, what are they going to throw that away? What are they going to do with that? Can I eat that? That's how fat I am. Dude, I'm so fat that whenever I go to like a Chili's or like a restaurant, like a TG, no, I wish they had Fridays. Anyways, a fast food or any kind of restaurant. When you're leaving and you like you're like looking at people's plates. I can't believe he left a perfectly good nacho. He didn't even eat it. How much room do I have in my to go box? They didn't even touch the guacamole down there on that side. That's how fat I am, dude. Dude, I'm so fat that I keep. This is true. I like to collect those knife and spoon and fork sets from restaurants and just keep like 1 or 2 in my car. You know, you never know whenever a chocolate you might run into a chocolate cake that you might like and you have to try it in your front seat. So that's how fat I am, dude. It comes in handy sometimes. I wish I had a fork. Hold on, dude. I'm so fat. At my job the other day, I was hungry, so I went into the break room and there was a bag of chips in there that was sealed pretty good. I don't know whose they were. There's only like 4 of us that work there, so we kind of community, share food as long as you don't kill the whole thing. I grabbed 3 chips and I put it in the register, my work register drawer right there. That's how fat I am. And then I would open after every customer, open one and then just eat one like a squirrel. That's how fat I am. Dude, I'm so fat that I'm not making this up. The other day, my daughter and them went to get donuts and they had some leftovers. I'm so fat, dude. I used one of those knife and fork sets that I had in my drawer in my house and ate donuts with a knife and a fork. That's how fat I am, bro. I got issues. Dude, I'm so fat. This is true too. I'm so fat that I went to Jack in the Box the other day and ordered a kids meal because I'm cheap as well. Don't judge me. That's enough for lunch. And the next day, I went to the exact same Jack in the Box and I threw the old Jack in the Box trash can bag I had in their trash before I went in and ordered the same meal. That's how fat I am. Help me. That's the new segment. I think it went pretty good. Yeah, talking to myself here. I don't know. Did it go good? It went fine. This segment's called "Get Off My Lawn." Where I talk about how everything was better back in my day. Man, get off my lawn. Stuff that I see that I want to think like, man, this is so better. My daughter showed me an app because we have Sling TV. Excuse me, I don't have a button. We have Sling TV. She showed me an app. There's a remote for Sling. So if you lose the remote, or in my case, too lazy to go get the remote that's 3 feet from you, you could just pull up your phone app and push it on there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Back in my day, I was the remote. Remember, guys? Can you turn it on channel 42 with the pliers on there? You've all heard the stories. Can you turn it on channel 8? Move the antenna. Move the antenna a little bit more. Oh, it's the third quarter. We're not going to make it to the fourth, Remote on your phone. Get the hell out. Yeah. So what else we got on here? Me and my daughter also got on the subject of we found an old phone book at my father-in-law's house, or I found one and was talking about it. What is this? I was like, it's literally a book with everybody's phone number that lives in the whole town. Really? You can just look their number up? Yeah. Phone book is one of the best inventions ever, and it's underrated because it got undershadowed bad now. Yeah, Allie, phone book, you could use it for, sit on if you wanted to drive, or it was a car seat. It was an extender. You could stand on it. You could use it for toilet paper in emergency situations. But besides that, it is functional. You could look up people's names, funny names, and call them for caller ID. Look up business advertisements and call them and prank call them. Order pizza to your neighbor that didn't order it. Stuff like that, Phone book was great, dude. Look up your friends' phone numbers. You even have to ask for phone numbers. It's great. It's also kind of creepy, as you can imagine. That's probably why it's not around anymore as well, besides the internet, because you can look up anybody and just call them. I think so. I think it had their address too, which you could do that now, but you'd have to be creepy and you're getting, traced. All right, moving along here. We live in the greatest country in America. I was doing DoorDash the other day. You can't make this up. And I was doing DoorDash the other day, and I got my one for 7-Eleven, 4 items. I'm like, it's pretty good. So I'll go over there. The 4 items were Slurpees. Somebody DoorDashed 4 Slurpees. Are you kidding me? You can we live in a country where you can DoorDash a Slurpee. You can get on a phone, not talk to a human, push buttons, and a Slurpee shows up at your house. Are you kidding me? This might be the greatest get off my lawn whenever. A Slurpee shows up at your house. Do you know what I had to do to get a Slurpee back in my day? I had to dig through someone's couch and just collect nickels at a time, or hope that like a drunk grandpa or my mom's friends or something would like drop $1 out of their pocket, and it would be hidden underneath the couch, and then I would crazy, and then I would walk. I had shoes on and it was an uphill. Just walk a 1.5 miles to get it, and then drink it right there, because I'm not going to walk it back and it melt. These people DoorDash the 4 Slurpees. COVID must be over. They're not worried about me touching their cup. And I even did, and I'm a Slurpee, a holic now. I even put the lid on and made sure it was filled all the way up to the lid. I didn't short them any of them. DoorDash 4 Slurpees. Are you kidding me? I would get a Slurpee maybe once a year, twice a year. They're just, it was only 1 mile from their house, and it was like I Zillowed their house, because that's what we do. Afterwards, their house on Zillow was worth $620. Your house is worth. You can sell your house for $622,000 right now, but you can't drive your BMW a mile to the 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee. You DoorDashed a Slurpee. Hashtag DoorDash Slurpee, bro. Are you kidding me? Peach Slurpee at that. Peach Slurpee? Ugh. I almost didn't want to give it to him. Anyways, sorry, I got a extravagant about that one. DoorDash to Slurpee. I guess that's probably why this is it's hard for me and my daughter are going through this. Me to emphasize with kids. I'm trying to learn how to do with her. I can't emphasize with her sometimes. She got disappointed last night because of a cancellation of something where she thought she was going to go somewhere and the person canceled. She was devastated. I'm like, I had disappointment every day of my life when I was your age, bro. So you can't go to so-and-so's graduation. Okay, and there's days where I couldn't get picked up to go to school. Anyways, it's like not hating on anybody in that time. It's just, different time, I guess. So it's kind of hard for me to. I'm bored. You're bored. You're bored, but I mean, let me show you bored. Go get some toothpicks. How many? I don't know, 8 of them. Okay, put them on the table here. Well, what do you want me to do with that? That's what I played with when I was your age. Toothpicks. What do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean. You line them up like this, pour water on them, watch them, grow, over here with 7 things connected to this thing called the internet with 300 different games they can play. And my daughter's got a studio on her iPad where she can play the piano and then add the drums, and then she can add the vocals. And then I would be Dr. Dre, bro. You're kidding me. You're bored. Bored. Please. See, these are the stand-up bits. You're bored, please. You're bored. I played with a rock in a tree in my backyard. Crickets. I play with crickets. I used to take crickets and throw them in spider webs. That's what I did for entertainment when I was 13. You're bored. You got a PlayStation 4 in your room, cable TV in your room, internet stuff in your room, books in your room, more toys than Toys R Us in your room. You're bored. So it's kind of hard for me to emphasize, so I'm trying to learn how to do it a little bit because I don't know. I'm hungry. I don't have anything in here. I can make like 19 meals out of what we have in here. Okay. Anyways, all right, moving along. I need issues. I got issues. Let's go to this last segment here. The last segment, I'm going to tell you a story. It's story time. All right, story time. I'm going to tell you a story of the first time I figured out that I was a night owl and not a morning person. Must have been like 10. And I had a 9 a.m. baseball game. 9 a.m. Little League baseball game. Now, huh? A Little League baseball game at 9 a.m. on a Saturday. That's early. That means you got to get up at like 7:30, blah, 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 eat, blah, 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 get there on time. It's too early for a baseball game, bro. There's a reason why they don't play Major League Baseball at 9 a.m. or any sport at 9 a.m. Anyways, so it's there, and you get up, you get pumped full of donuts. Here's a pig in a blanket. Let's play baseball. So now you're sleepy and you're fat, chocolate milk mouth, and I was at bat and I hit a liner, so like center, like up the gap. So it should have been a base hit, and I was like, kind of like slow to go into first, understandably, because it's 9 a.m. and I ate 3 pigs in a blanket and half a gallon of chocolate milk, and I'm not running that fast. And the center fielder throws me out from center field to first. That's far. I got benched. I couldn't have been happier. I'm like, thank you. Sit here. Watch the rest of this. I mean, 9 a.m. baseball game. Come on, bro. Pump me full of it. Expect me to run. I got benched. It was great. So, I don't know. Same season. Night game. 7:30. At PM start. I was killing it that day though. I was 3 for 4. All I really needed for a cycle was a home run. 3 for 4. I had a single, a double, a triple. All I needed was a cycle. I hit a bullet to the fence. I thought it was going to go over. It didn't go over. Come on, did one of those little rattle around the corner things, and the guy like fumbled it and picked it up. Didn't know what to do, and he threw it in. And he overthrowed like the third baseman, and I thought I had I slid in and we won the game. And thought I had a cycle. They called it an overthrow on the third. Called it an overthrow on the third baseman there, and I only got a triple. So disappointed. That was been the best game. That was still to this day the game. The best game I ever had. Dude. It turned out, the funny story. It turned out that the official score caller, what lady was like my coach's ex-wife. So she had some kind of vindictive against him, I guess. But we still won the game. I don't know. It's just this funny story, dude. I just like telling old funny stories of where my brain goes. I'm such a night owl. Anything, dude. There's no reason to do anything. If you have a job, like Cat Williams said, go make your money, boo boo. I get it, getting up early, but there's no reason to play baseball or do anything at 9 a.m. Why? Church? Yes. Church? Yes. Work? Yes. Other than that, think about it, someone was to invite you to a 9:30 a.m. Baby shower. You have to like really love them to go. Anyways, all right. Well, that's a podcast. That's enough of me talking too much about stupid stuff today. I'm off today, and I got to run errands. I got some errands to run, around the neighborhood. There's that voice again. I don't know what it is. I have to figure out what it is. All right, then. You guys have a good week. We'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Do something fun and memorable. And if you do, let me know. Email me. No one's ever emailed me. Be the first. Hey, guys.